All right, everybody, welcome. We all know why we're here. We're here to talk a little bit about what are your options after having a joint replacement surgery. My name is Nick Mealy. I'm the Corporate Services Liaison for United Helpers. And the gentleman that I was just speaking with, Justin, if you stand up, he's our admissions coordinator at Maplewood, the Skilled Nursing Rehabilitation Center based here in Canton. United Helpers has 2 skilled nursing facilities that have rehabilitation centers within them. There's RiverLedge in Ogdensburg and Maplewood in Canton. So today, again, we're going to talk about recovery options after joint replacement surgery. All right, so what are your options? There's several. You can go home after your surgery, try it alone. A lot of people are independent ahead of time, ahead of their surgery. There's options for home care, which United Helpers does offer. You can rely on your family. You can try outpatient therapy, or you can try inpatient rehabilitation, which both our campuses do offer. Just a brief history of United Helpers. We were formed in 1898 by 12 St. Lawrence County women to address the pressing need of orphaned and indigent children. So fast forward to 2016, 160 years later, United Helpers employs over 1,000 people and serves close to 1,400 customers each day through our 4 separate companies. So pretty impressive with our humble beginnings of 12 women and each contributing $100 to the Society of United Helpers. And now we're one of the largest employers in St. Lawrence County. So let us help you recover. Today we're going to talk specifically about inpatient rehabilitation, but it's not exactly designed for everybody. So there's going to be some questions I'm going to ask you to ask yourself as we're going along to see if inpatient rehabilitation is exactly right for you. So what we do with inpatient rehabilitation is physical therapy, occupational therapy, 24-hour nursing care. We provide all of your medications for you. All of your housekeeping is taken care of while you're with us. Bear with me for a second, the computer's having a mind of its own. All of your housekeeping, your laundry is taken care of, and all of your meals are taken care of while you're with us in a really nice home-like setting. What are the steps to apply? I see some familiar faces here. Some of you folks have stopped in to see me ahead of time and set up a tour. Before your surgery, we highly recommend that you contact your business coordinator, who will be Justin from this point forward. My business card is in the package that you guys have taken. The telephone number will remain the same, as well as the location. So if you have any questions leading up to your surgery or want to set up a tour, we highly recommend that you set up a tour, come in and see the facility. We do request that you complete and return the application, which is also included in the folders that I provided to you today. The referral process. This seems to be a mystery to a lot of people. After you've had your surgery at the hospital, what does that look like? A lot of times when people contact me ahead of time, we put your surgery date on my calendar, so I know when you're going to be there having your joint replacement done. So we can kind of prepare for that. Whatever hospital you're at, you let them know that you want to either go to Maplewood or RiverLedge, whatever facility you do choose. They'll contact us directly. We'll review your medical information, and the admissions team will make a decision based on our bed availability and our ability to take care of you. Later on, we make a bed offer to the facility or to the hospital. Let them know that we're willing to take you, bring you in, and get you rehabbed and move along there. And then transportation is set up. One little thing about transportation, a lot of people ask me about how do you get from the hospital to the facility, or how can you get home afterwards? That you can really set that up yourself. If you feel comfortable, you can have a family member transport you, or a friend transport you to Maplewood or RiverLedge. Some people choose to have an ambulette tape, and that's completely up to you as well. The ambulances do cost money. Most insurances don't cover them, so that'd be a cost out of pocket for you. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're looking at all of your options for transportation. Our staff can actually, the staff at the hospital would be more than happy to help you get into the vehicle, and our staff at the facilities would be more than happy to help you get out of your vehicle once you arrive so that you transfer safely. Any questions about the referral process? at all? Okay. What to bring? If you're coming to visit us at Maplewood or RiverLedge, a lot of people ask me, well, what do I bring along with me? What do you guys provide? I always recommend comfortable, loose-fitting clothing, especially if you've had a knee replacement or a hip replacement. You're not going to want tight clothing on that surgical site. That's going to cause a lot of extra pain for you. Supportive sneakers. You're going to be exercising up to 3 hours a day with our physical therapy and occupational therapy staff, so you want to make sure that you have good supportive sneakers on. Any personal care items that you might want to bring from home, if you have a favorite shampoo or body wash or soap. Some people are allergic to different types of soaps, so we definitely encourage you to bring your own with you. If you like. We do provide it, but if you'd like to bring your own, you're more than welcome to. Cell phone, laptop, or tablet. I know a lot of people have tablets now. We do have free Wi-Fi at both of our facilities. So if you want to keep in touch with your family or friends while you're staying with us and recovering, it's a great way to do that. And I wrote down a notebook as well, because you're going to be meeting a lot of new people while you're at Maplewood or RiverLedge, and you want to jot down how things are going for yourself during the day, or if there's a new exercise routine, or how much progress you've made as well, just to kind of keep a kind of log of how you're doing while you're staying with us. What to expect when you arrive? Well, it's kind of like being a celebrity at our facility when you arrive. You're brought to your room, and then everybody wants to meet you. Nursing comes to your room, greets you. You do a head-to-toe check to make sure you're doing well. Physical therapy stops by to assess your transfers, how you transfer and how you walk. Occupational therapy comes to your room as well to see how you're doing in regards to being able to dress yourself, or to assess your abilities at that point. Dietary stops by to see what you like to eat. We have a really great menu at both of our facilities, and we can make a lot of accommodations for different types of food for people if they're making something that you're not so interested in. And then our administrator comes down as well and introduces herself at Maplewood, so you know who the person is that runs the facility. So it's just a brief overview of the people that you'll meet. How often will you receive therapy? Now this is where the real advantage is between going home with outpatient therapy and coming to our facility for inpatient therapy. With coming to a facility for inpatient therapy, you're going to receive anywhere between 5 and 6 days a week of physical therapy, and up to 3 hours a day. Whereas if you were to go home and follow up an outpatient physical therapy, you may get in 1 to 2 days a week, maybe an hour, hour and a half per session. But again, I'm going to ask you some questions as we're going along. You in your own mind can kind of figure out which direction would be best for you. Another question that I get asked commonly is, what about my home medications? A lot of people are, oh my gosh, I'm on all these different medications at home. The doctor's prescribed me some new pain medications, maybe some other medications that I need to be taking after the surgery. So what happens to my home medications? Do I bring them along? How we work with our facilities and our medication administration, we actually order all of your medications for you, including your home medications and any new medications that you're on from our pharmacy, and they'll be waiting for you when you arrive. And our nurses will make sure that you're getting your medications at the prescribed times. Another really big question that I get asked a lot is, what about visitors? The hospitals have visiting hours that are really specific times. They want people out by 9 o'clock at night. At both of our facilities, we have very liberal visiting hours. Family and friends can stop by at any time. Know that you are going to be in physical therapy a lot during the day, so the majority of your day is going to be in physical therapy and exercising and working on strengthening. But we encourage visitors to be a part of the healing process at both of our facilities. Insurance. This is the big one. A lot of people have a lot of questions about their insurance. I'm guessing that everybody in the room here has Medicare? Yes? Yeah. Okay. All right, so this is the general overview of Medicare. Everybody is allotted 100 days under Medicare Part A. You've probably heard of Part A, Part B, Part D, and they're all a mystery as to what they stand for or what they cover. Medicare Part A is specifically for in-hospital inpatient hospitalizations and inpatient rehabilitation after a 3-day qualifying inpatient stay. Now, after you've had your joint replacement, most surgeons and most hospitals will say, well, you're going to be with us for 3 days. And this is important because this activates your Part A benefits under your Medicare plan. Okay? You're allotted 100 days for every 3-day hospitalization that you have. There's some other qualifiers in there about how we re-up the 100 days, but we're not going to get into that right now. The part that you guys you really need to walk away with having an understanding of is that your first 20 days, there's no copay. So the day that you arrive, up to day 20, there's no copay for you when you're at our facility. That's if you have traditional Medicare, not a Medicare replacement plan through United Healthcare or Blue Cross Blue Shield or Fidelis. I know Fidelis is offering Medicare products now too. But this is the traditional, if you take your card out of your wallet, it's red, white, and blue, has your social security number with a letter after it, usually A, B, or D. So that's your traditional Medicare. Now days 21 through 100, if you're here 21 days or longer with us at our facility, your co-payment is $161 per day. Okay? That's how Medicare has designed the system for Medicare Part A. Now we will bill your supplemental insurance, and what I suggest to people with your supplemental insurance is to call your supplemental insurance policy and ask them about what they have for coverage for co-payments under Medicare Part A. So you'll want to call the number on the back of your card. A lot of people have AARP as a secondary insurance. That's through United Healthcare, or if you still continue to pay for your insurance from when you worked. If you're retired, some people have Blue Cross Blue Shield again, or United Healthcare, whatever plan it is. Turn the card over. There's an 800 number on the back of that card. Call them up and ask them, what benefit do I have for co-payments under Medicare Part A? Do you guys cover the co-insurance? So you know if you're here longer than 20 days, that we will bill your secondary insurance company, and you'll have an idea of what you may owe after your visit with us. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, like his, well, mine too. It pays what we have. It picks up what Medicare doesn't pay.
Okay.
The full thing there, the 20%.
Sure.
So if you accept Medicare, then this will pick up the 20% that Medicare doesn't pay.
We will bill them.
Yes.
But just so you know ahead of time before you come to Maplewood or RiverLedge,
Right.
I always suggest to people to give them a call first, just to ensure that you know what you're getting into before you arrive. A lot of times with our elective surgeries, such as a knee replacement or a hip replacement, the timeline is different for everybody. Some people say, well, the doctor said I'll be there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's really based on your own, on a couple of different factors: your prior level of functioning, how much pain you're having after the surgery, and again, like motivation. That plays a really big factor in people's recovery too. So I always like to have people prepare for, I shouldn't say worst case scenarios, but in the event that you need to stay with us 21 days or longer. So I like to have our residents check their supplemental insurance prior to coming to either of the facilities.